Hey, what's up guys, it's Lego Hobo 910 here with another Lego video. And in this video I'm going to be reviewing the Lego set number 76053, Batman Gotham City Cycle Chase. This set, it reminds me a lot of Suicide Squad. I kind of think of it as the unofficial Suicide Squad set. But because, you know, it has Deadshot and Harley Quinn, both Suicide Squad members, but let's get right into the review. So I'm going to start with Batman's motorcycle. And as you can see, it's kind of an awkward position where they kind of lay down on the motorcycle, which makes it kind of not that realistic for when he's looking forward and stuff. If you kind of want to see his face, you just have to tilt it sideways like I did in the beginning there. And this just has two giant wheels, and the insides are concealed by those black circular pieces, which I think looks really good. And it's also a fairly simple design. And then on the back here, these things can move out, revealing a bit of those engine pieces. And also, these can hold a batarang and his grappling hook. But also, that's not all about them. And, by the way, they can twist a full 360 degrees. And they can bend 180. And up and down, not that much, unless if you turn it like that, then they can go a decent bit. But the really cool thing about these is there's a stud shooter on them. And there's also one of those on this side. And then it has this cool like orange light or engine thing, which I'm not really sure what it is, but it looks nice. And then also that logo on either side. But overall, a good vehicle. And next we have Harley Quinn's motorcycle, which once again only fits one person. And this one, it's a little off balance because of this giant hammer on the side. And with this giant hammer, it can't bend forward and backwards, which is a bit of a disappointment. But it can turn like that and pound to the side. Or you can have it like this, and she can drive by and just hit someone with the hammer. And also, the way that they did the engines on the back looks great, especially since you can angle these and kind of customize it a bit. Plus, they kept the color scheme of blue and red and had it alternate, like it should be on a Harley Quinn themed thing. And it also just looks very impractical and weird like Harley Quinn herself, where there's a big wheel in the front and a small wheel in the back. But once again, it's very, very, very unevenly balanced. Just because of that big hammer. Like, I don't think they should have put one on the other side because that would just be a little too much. But, like, done something to balance out the weight a bit. And also, it just has some lights under this. And these two motorcycles, they're built in a very similar way. You can probably see some of the ways that they're built, especially in the front here with these right-angled pieces there. And also, they both roll very nicely, but since Harley Quinn is unbalanced, it doesn't roll quite as well. Also, this set comes with two extra studs for Batman's stud shooters. And one extra stud for Deadshot stud shooters, which we're going to get to later. And an extra batarang, which they say in the instruction book to like have out. But also, I'm pretty sure they have a few extras of those as well. So here's Batman with his weapons removed from his cycle and in his hands. Then here's the weapon separately, just a batarang piece. And then this grapple gun built with two pieces, a grappling hook piece and like some cool gun piece thing. And then here's Batman without the weapons. And he has a bunch of torso printing on the front, which looks very good, especially those abs and everything, and all the detailing on the belt with all the individual pouches. And then also detailing on the back with, once again, more like muscle and pouches on the belt. No side printing. And also the mask here, just a normal Batman mask. Then he has the two heads, one just kind of annoyed and one like super angry, like he's just like super, super angry at everything because he hates the world. And now we have Harley Quinn, and she doesn't have her traditional comic book costume, but also not the costume in Suicide Squad. It's kind of a crossover, and she has lots of front torso printing and leg printing, which carries over, though once you bend it down like that, like in most leg printings, it doesn't carry over from the hips to the legs that well anymore. And then on the back, just a little bit not as detailed. Also, she has this rubbery, it's not really too rubbery, but it's also not the normal hard plastic. It's like partially rubbery, and it has one of those holes in the hair. so that you can like put a crown in or one of those bows from Lego Friends if you want. I don't understand why you would want to, but if you want to. And then also she has her smiley happy face, and then on this side the angry face. Now here's Deadshot, who is also my favorite character in Suicide Squad, and I'm planning on going to the movie dressed as him because I like Deadshot in Arrow, plus he's just a cool character. And this is like the most built up minifig in this, with the most reviewed, just because of the gun and the jetpack. And on the jetpack, it can twist around a bit, and it's just attached to that neck bracket. Just some handlebars, a clip, some pieces there with a little red stud, and they look like jetpack pieces, and you can actually angle it up and down and turn it a bit, so that like you could have him turn that way, and then also to determine if he's going up or down. And then here's his gun, which is really long and has that giant stock, and then there's kind of like two handles here, the one that he actually holds on to, then the one on the stud shooter, and it kind of makes the way handles would be in real life, where there's the like handle of the gun that you hold on to, then the little curved thing where the trigger would be like in there. There's the part that you hold on to, the little curved thing as like a handguard or something, and then the trigger. So that's kind of realistic, but also this gun is just absolutely huge. Like, I'm not sure if it's intended to be or if it's just out of scale. And also that little clear piece is used as a sight on it. And this actually does shoot with this stud shooter attached to the front. And then we actually do have the minifig as well. Now here's the actual minifig with the stuff removed. I know, he looks so blank and skinny compared to what he had before. But lots of printing on the front with his Target logo, and just very detailed with a bunch of pouches. Some leg printing, though once again, when you do that, the leg printing doesn't carry over. And it doesn't carry over to the sides or back, just on the hip a bit, that red line. And then also some back printing with some more pouches and like gray armor pieces, and something that I absolutely love that you don't see that much. Whoa, arm printing. It like has some armor and some bullet storage, and then no side printing. And also the head. I'm glad that they didn't do a mask and they just did the head, because I think if it had a mask it would just be a little too bulky. And he has the white eye there, which just looks really creepy, and the red electronic eye, which he kind of uses as a sight and stuff, and it's just really cool. And then he also just has some metal texturing there. And overall, a great minifig. So my overall thoughts on this set is it's a great set, and also the price per piece on it is a little bit low. I got it for about $20, and including tax, $21, and it has 224 pieces. So the price per piece is a little low, which is good. And also, it just has a lot of action and lots of cool features. And it's just stuck in my brain that this is like an unofficial Suicide Squad set. So if you end up seeing a Suicide Squad stop motion coming out soon, it's going to be with these guys. Deadshot, Harley Quinn, they're definitely going to be used. Peace.